I would like to say welcome to the second episode of Sipping Mingle Time with Wolf. Create the flow style, the reconnect, right? And today, this rising, we'll be talking about finding your twin flame. How to, right? Let's get started, family. So, finding your twin flame. Let me bust your bubble right quick. You are your twin flame, okay? And you didn't know this because in the beginning, you were in the garden. You were in the womb where everything was taken care of for you. Everything was given to you, right? But once you left the garden, you entered the world. You came through the birth canal, right? You and that twin flame separated, okay? And that's why, the Bible teaches on being in the garden and God, the universe, giving us work before world, work before feminine, work before woman, meaning the wounded one. See, the one that's in the world is the broken one. And it plays out through a woman herself, which is why she have menstrual cycles every month. And she bleeds, which shows the brokenness of the world, because the world is feminine, okay? And women, they display what the world is really going through at every moment. That's why it's a lot of women right now that are broken inside, that feel like they have nobody to go to, because they've been bamboozled or cursed by their elders. And when I say elders, meaning the ones that came before them and didn't really teach them nothing but to listen to them because we're older. Well, I want to tell you, these elders was the ones that cursed us, right? Because knowledge brings forth wisdom, not age. That's why we have a lot of old fools, okay? And this new generation coming in right now, they're not listening to nobody. They following their own beat of their own drum, okay? And we have to not allow, that's a good thing that they got, to have that spirit of like going after what they really want and not listening to no naysayers. That's good. But for the ones that do have the light, do have knowledge, we have to connect with the youth so that we can build a bridge and they don't wreck themselves based on having all this willpower, right? Because they rebels now, they ain't playing, you know what I mean? But let me get back to the story. So when we left out of the garden and we all became the wounded ones, right? We started operating in that realm, on that frequency, okay? Meaning the frequency of survival. And when you're in survival, or survival got a hold of you, you can never tap into your true potential. Although you can be knowing that you're good at this thing or that thing, you always don't have enough time to really work on it, because what do the world say? You need at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Then you work on a job 8 to 10 hours a day. And then you got kids. This ain't even talking about your eating time. You running and doing errands and all. You don't have no time to work on thyself. You have no time to even go back to the garden. See? Because you're working backwards. You're living in sin. You're missing the mark, right? That's why you have to take control of your time. And it's hard to do that when you are spread across the board with people, places, and things that are no longer serving you. Remember now, the goal is to find your twin flame here. Your twin flame is purpose. Your twin flame is the divine counterpart. The twin flame is the ones that are put in your life, your soulmates that's there to propel you to your destiny, to your heaven, to your harmony. You see what I'm saying? because life is all about balance. But see, that's why, shout out to Kevin Gates. He said, water your own garden and the butterflies will come to you. Most people are chasing butterflies. You see, most people are outside of the garden and they're trying to plant seeds on dry land. And it don't work that way, family. You will never produce seeds in the desert. You'll never produce a full-blown garden that can be righteous, that can help you in a dry desert, because there's no water there. You see? So when you start trying to talk about a twin flame, it's all about knowing that you live within inside a mirror. And a lot of times, and I know a lot of y'all women probably agree with me right now, God always sent you somebody. He done sent you somebody at least one time in your life that now when you think about it, after you done got beat across the head so many times, like Rafiki did Simba, right? On the Lion King, you start thinking now like, man, I had a good one, but I didn't want him. Why? Because he was a nerd. He was Christ-like. He only wanted to talk about the good. He never wanted to be all in the streets and acting tough and all that. See, the woman is looking for the warrior, but it's not the warrior that you see in the world. It's the warrior in spirit that your heart is after. But if you allow these eyes to dictate the warrior, you will miss your mark every time, and you will continue to sin. You will continue to live in hell. You will continue to live not in harmony, but in destruction. You see? So, how do you fix that, Wolf? You fix it by unplugging. By, like the movie on Netflix say, leaving the world behind. That's how you fix it. But see, most people are not ready to walk away from family members that they know every time they go around them, they feel some type of way. They feel it. That's your intuition. That's your gifts cutting on, letting you know. You don't supposed to be here. Beep, beep, beep. This person talked about you. Beep, beep, beep. They ain't good for you. Beep, beep. But you still sit there. And you're telling the subconscious mind, yeah, it's okay. I want more of this. And the subconscious keep giving you more. The universe keep giving you more. God keep giving you more. I am that I am. Keep giving thyself more. You see? See, your emotions, your energy and motion is the living God. It dwells in all of us. Some of us are at different degrees in it. Right? That's why if you look up a conscious chart, a frequency chart, you see at the bottom of the chart is red and it's narrow. But at the top of the chart, it turns a violet purple and it widens out like a tornado and it spreads further. Right? Because see, that represents your aura. That represents your connection with God. That represents how much knowledge you can embody, how much light you can hold within your soul, your spirit. You see? So, whenever you leave the world behind and you come back home, meaning home is yourself. Home is the garden within. Home is the heart place. Okay? You ever heard the saying, home is where the heart is? That's what it's all about, family. But most people have gotten to a place where their heart is frozen. Okay? And nobody can unthaw this for you but yourself. That's why you got to know thyself. And see, the lack of knowledge is why our people stay frozen in place and never move, never go nowhere at all. Okay? It's like you're on a rat wheel. You're kicking up dirt, but not getting nowhere. You ever hear a car ride by fast with loud mufflers on it, but it don't be moving? That's how you look in the physical, really, when you be making all this noise, but not doing a thing. You talk good. you talk real good. But your actions, your willpower is stuck in neutral. Okay? So get back to the garden. You want to attract your twin flame because we don't chase nothing. We attract everything. We are walking magnets, family. And see, the more you work on yourself, the bigger and the stronger your magnetic field of frequency gets. That's how you and the universe communicates between each other. That's how God gives you things that your heart desire. Okay? Look at it like this. You are a 90-degree triangle. And the goal is to get God himself to bring down his 90-degree triangle. Y'all meet halfway. And you will create a 6-point star. You will become the star in your story. You got it? That's what it's about, family. And a lot of times it's hard to get there when you are so distracted. You see like how them deer, these ducks are making all this noise right now? But see, I'm so tapped in, it ain't throwing me off at all. But see, you got to be able to walk on water. That's what that means. That's what Jesus meant when he told Peter to walk on the water and stay focused on me. See, when you start to tap into things that you really love and that you know fulfills your heart, nothing can distract you, family. Nothing. So I need you to understand that the power lies within you. There's nothing outside of you. Don't go back to old people thinking that it's going to be a new situation. It's not. People wear masks a lot, family. Now, I ain't going to say everybody don't change. Some people, they change. But most of all, a lot of times when a person has been in your life and they did you wrong, it was for a lesson or it was for a blessing. You got two people come in your life, but both of them bring a gift in the present moment. Okay? That's why you got to become a student at heart again. Become the observer. Don't judge nothing. Allow the universe to send these people in your life to show you the things that you need to work on. Because it's constantly testing you. It'll send you an X in your life. It'll pop up out of nowhere to see if you learned something. Or are you going to go back and open up that chapter again? Or are you going to say, oh no, I noticed you. We ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? Or are you going to be like, man, you start reminiscing on all the good sex and how they used to do this, but you forget all about when they dragged you through the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Talked about you behind your back like a dog, right? That's why you gotta stop looking at people through the eyes of just love and learn to look at people on truth, on that saying of it is what it is. Because see, when you stand in truth, once you establish the kingdom of God within you, everything will be given to you, including love. But never put love in front of truth. And sometimes, a lot of times, once you're coming from out of hell, truth can look like chaos. Truth can look like you're disturbing the peace. But it's cool. Because a lot of times you got to shake your way out of situations. You got to ruffle some feathers to get free. And that's fine. As long as your heart is becoming light as you make those moves, as you make those changes in your life that are a necessity for you to gain your wings back and take flight. So you can post your star back in the sky. You know? Long story short, family, focus on you until the focus is on you. That's how you attract your twin flame. Your twin flame is everything that your heart desires. I'm everybody twin flame. That's the way I feel. Because I have established so much love within inside myself that so many gifts and abilities has been presented to me from the universe, from God, that I would no longer be the type of person that would be clingy on a woman at all. You need time to find yourself. You need time to do these things that God put in your heart. The same way I need time to be able to go out and do my things. And when we come together, we make each other happier. See, I'm already happy. Call me Happy Daddy, right? I'm already happy. So the next counterpart I encounter is only going to bring more happiness to me because they're going to share with me things that they are doing in their life that's going to probably help me go to another level too. Vice versa. My communication skills may be able to help her be able to be like, man, you know what? Well, I can do that. I can do, you know what I mean? That's what it's about. It's about growth, family. It ain't about being around people where when you get around them, it be a moment of silence where it feels weird. And then you have to tell the person, man, I need depth. We need to be able to communicate. And then they get aggravated about that. But you, look, man, you can't force a person to grow. Either you grow together, you grow apart. You know? And when people don't be able to communicate with you, it's because a lot of times one has stepped out of the world more than the other. So they can communicate with the ones that's in the world, that's talking about people, talking about their problems, talking about what bills coming up, talking about just the bull, just the stuff, the surface level stuff. But when you tap in and you start stepping out of the world and God start to create your heaven on earth, where you amongst people, but you're not of them same people, and then you meet people like you, y'all talk about ideas. Y'all talk about the moves you're making. Y'all start to collaborate on how y'all can help each other go higher on whatever dimensions they're already on. Y'all start to help each other on, man, how can I take these sandbags out of my hot air balloon basket so that I can go even higher? See, y'all talk about stuff like that. See, people like that don't mind being productive criticized. We look forward to that. We be like, man, what do you think I can work on more? What type of things you look at me and you see that I'm good at, but I may not see that I'm good at? Right? It's beautiful, family, once you stop pointing and you turn everything back over to you, because it's the same way. If you see me point at you, these 3-4 fingers pointing back at me. You see? But like I said, family, there's a strong wind coming. And I want you to not just flow through it, not just go through it, but grow through it. Create the flow style, right? The reconnect. I'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace.